Welcome to this video guide on submitting a dual enrollment admissions application at HAC, Central Pennsylvania's community college. Your first step is to go to start.hac.edu. If you haven't already, you will need to create an account in order to apply to HAC. Select Create an Account from the top menu if you're not there already, and this page just asks for some basic information. We ask for your legal first and last name for record-keeping purposes, but please know that if you have a preferred name that you go by, you'll be able to change that once you're accepted. Next, we ask for your phone number. The formatting of this is very particular, so make sure that you include the dashes and no parentheses. And if you would like to receive text message notifications for HAC events and important dates and reminders, please select yes, and if you would rather not, please select no. If you do select yes, please enter a cell phone number in this field and format it the same way you did for your primary phone number. Next, we'll need your mailing address, so go ahead and fill that out. I'm going to use HAC's address. Next, you'll want to enter your birth date, and again, the formatting of this is very particular, so make sure you use 2 numbers for the month, 2 numbers for the day, and 4 numbers for the year. Next, we ask for your legal gender. Are you a first-generation college student? You would answer yes for this question if your parents did not complete a 4-year college or university degree. And you would answer no if they did complete a 4-year college or university degree. Do you plan on taking courses while still in high school? For the purposes of this demonstration, you would select yes as a dual enrollment high school student. What year do you expect to graduate from high school? Please enter a year here. Will you be applying for an F1 visa? This would apply to international students, so you would either select yes or no. If you are applying for a visa, you would select yes. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a family member who plans to use VA benefits? Most likely at this point you would not be, but potentially in the future, if you continue at HAC or another school, once you graduate, you may select yes here, but for now you can make any selection. Do you intend to take at least one online course, yes or no? And are you interested in pursuing your entire degree online, yes or no? And know that whatever you answer for these fields you're not held to, you'll always have full access to all HAC classes, including at any HAC campus and online. But we'd like to know how many folks are interested in online courses. Next, you'll want to put an email address. This email address is not only where you'll get your acceptance email, but it's also going to be your username for this application account. We recommend using a personal email address and not a school or work email address. Next, please let us know when you plan to start taking classes at HAC and which campus you plan to attend. If you plan to attend online classes, you can just select the campus that you're closest to, and again, you're more than welcome to take classes at any HAC campus or online as a HAC student. Finally, you'll want to select your program. For the purposes of this application, you'll want to select Dual Enrollment High School. And finally, enter a password that must have at least 1 letter, 1 number, and 1 symbol such as a question mark or exclamation point. Confirm your password and that you're not a robot, and select Create an Account. If it is successful, you will then be directed to the sign-in page, where you can use the login credentials that you just created, the email and password, to log into your application account. Once you log in, you'll be directed to your application homepage. From here, please select Create a New Application. You'll then be taken to a list of application types. As a dual enrollment high school student, you'll want to select Start a Dual Enrollment Application. From here, you can let us know when you start planning to take classes at HAC. And again, you'll want to select what campus you plan to attend. Remember that you are not held to this, but you can always just select the campus you're closest to if you're unsure. And once again, you'll want to select your program as Dual Enrollment High School. And then you select Submit. This page confirms that you are, in fact, a high school student. So for this question, are you a current or rising high school junior or senior? You'll want to select yes if that does apply to you. If you select no, if you're not yet a rising junior or senior, you can consult your high school counselor or homeschool evaluator to explore options for taking credit courses in the future. If you're not a high school student, then you can go back and select the general application. Once you select yes, you'll also be given a question about whether or not you plan to take college credit courses prior to graduation, and as a dual enrollment high school student, you'll want to select yes here as well. I intend to take HACC credit courses only at a HACC campus or online, only at my high school, and this would be our college in the high school program, or both at my high school and at a HACC campus. If you're not sure, you can always select both at my high school and a HACC campus. If you have a second high school program too here, you can select delete high school program, as there should only be one option. Next, we'll go back and confirm some of that personal information that you entered when you created your account. Again, your legal first and last name, your mailing address, your contact information, and once again, would you like to receive text or SMS notifications about HACC important dates and events? And you can select yes or no here. If you select yes, then you will want to enter your phone number. Please know that the parent information is optional, but we do recommend that you complete these sections so that we can connect your parents with HACC resources. You can list your parent or guardian's first and last name and email address, and if they live at the same address as you, the same mailing address, you can select yes here. But if not, you can enter your parent or guardian's mailing address here as well. And there is a question here about whether or not your parent or guardian is a graduate of HACC, so you can select yes or no here as well. And again, this page is optional, so whatever you fill out here, you can just select save and continue. Next, we ask about your school district residency. This is the school district where you live in, and it is also the school district where you are attending high school. So search and see if your school district appears in this list. They are in alphabetical order. If you're out of state, there is an out-of-state school district here. And if you can't find your school district, you can select unlisted PA school district. It's right above out-of-state school district. So it's not actually in alphabetical order there, so sometimes kind of hard to find. But you can select unlisted PA school district if you can't find your school district. And if you've lived in Pennsylvania for 1 year or more, you'll select yes here. And if not, you'll select no. Next, we ask about your primary language. So please select that from these options. Your legal gender, confirm your birth date, and your citizenship status. You can also provide us with your social security number. This is optional, but can be helpful for financial aid purposes. So if you think that you may attend HACC once you graduate high school, you can enter that for us here so that we can get your financial aid sorted when that does happen. But if you're not sure, you can always leave that blank and send that to us at another time. Next, we ask for some optional demographic information. This is completely optional, so if you'd rather not fill this out, that is totally okay. But you can make your selections from the ethnic information drop-down menu, and then you can select as many of these checkboxes as applies to you, if you would like, and then select Save and Continue. Next, we ask for your high school information. So in order to fill this out, you're going to search for your high school in this search box. Start by typing the name of your high school and select it from the list. Are you taking classes at HACC prior to graduating from high school? You'll just want to make sure this is selected as yes, and then the month and the year you expect to graduate. If you can't find your high school, then please select School Not Found and enter the name of your high school if you know it. And then select Save and Continue. Next is the Educational Goals page. Make sure that your entry term is correct, so if you need to make any changes, you can here. And make sure that this is selected as dual enrollment high school. There shouldn't be any other options. Again, you'll be a dual enrollment admit type here. And will you attend HACC full or part-time? You'll probably select part-time here, but again, you're not held to this, so if that ever changes in the future, no worries at all. And then just confirm your campus. Have you previously completed courses at HACC? Most likely it'll be no, but if you have, select yes here. Are you interested in pursuing your degree online? Yes or no. And do you intend to take at least one online course? Yes or no. And then save and continue. The Release of Information page allows HACC to release your student information to different people or groups. We require that you allow your high school to be on this list for test data and academic records so that we can send your grades back to your high school. You are also able to share with them your personal information and your student account information. Your student account is where your bill and payment information would be, but that's not required. You can put a Release of Information end date here. We recommend that you put this as your anticipated graduation date so that we can share your information with your high school for as long as you are still in high school. You have the option to add other people to your Release of Information as well. Some folks will add a parent or guardian so that they can call in and ask about your classes, your payment, and your grades, and whatever else it may be. If you leave this blank, then your parent or guardian will not be able to receive your confidential information, such as what classes you're taking, or what grade you're receiving, or your bill. So if you would like them to know any of this information, please fill out their information here, and then select Save and Continue. The Additional Admissions Requirements page lists the additional admissions requirements that you need to apply and be accepted to HACC as a high school student. The first is this application, which we're almost done with. Next, you'll need to submit a signature page, and this will show up once we submit this application. This is a digital form that is signed electronically by the student, a parent or guardian if the student is under the age of 18, and a high school counselor, principal, or homeschool evaluator. The signature page also includes a place for the high school counselor, principal, or homeschool evaluator to upload a transcript. And so this can be done by the student or by the counselor. We recommend letting the counselor do it since you will be sending the signature page to them anyways, but you can upload it yourself or email it directly to admissionsrecords@hacc.edu. You can select Save and Continue here to go to the last page where we're actually going to submit this application. So there's a few statements you need to agree to. Read through them and select Yes. And again, select Yes that you agree to the above guidelines, and then type your signature. When you're done, you can preview before submission, or you can simply select Submit Application. Oh no, I have some errors. If you do have some errors, a red box will show up here, and you'll be able to go and fix those errors. So you can select the blue link to go directly to that page. Looks like I forgot to put my cell phone number in here. And I noticed that I also forgot to include a Release of Information end date for my high school. I'm going to be graduating in December. Okay, now that I fixed those two errors, I should be able to go back to the Certify and Submit page, make sure everything is good there, and once again, select Submit Application. Success! My application has been submitted. Now I want to make sure I can go do my signature page. So I'll go back to my account homepage by clicking My Account from the top red menu, and now I see my Summer 2025 Dual Enrollment High School application. Next to that application, please select View, and now you'll see Supplemental Items and Documents. Here is where you can upload a high school transcript and complete the signature page. We do not require SAT or ACT scores, although you are more than welcome to provide them if you would like. To get to the signature page, please select Signature Page Form. There is a helpful instructional video if you need any assistance completing the signature page. You can select Continue to Signature Page to continue on to the signature page and fill that out to complete your dual enrollment application. Once we receive your completed signature page, a high school transcript, and this dual enrollment application that we just filled out, You will receive an email from Hack within 3 to 5 business days with your next steps to getting enrolled. You can always reach out to the Hack Admissions Department by calling 1-800-ABC-HACK. That's 1-800-222-4222. And you can also email us at start@hack.edu. That's START@hack.edu. Thank you. I hope this was helpful.